Hello everyone, my name is Moses and you're welcome to Stable Rock Farms. On today's episode, we are preparing our nursery for our onions. So this we have some onions. These are the seeds. We actually have some seeds here also. Here we have tomatoes. Here we have the Demon F1, the long chili peppers. Here we have the reds, the picante reds. Here we have the bell peppers. So we have so many different seeds here. These are all improved hybrid seeds. But for the purpose of this video, we are only working on our onions for the nursery. So what are some of the things we need for this nursery? We have our tray right here. We have our cocoa peat. We have a bucket here where we'll be mixing the cocoa peat with some water, and then we'll get to planting. So I'll show you this whole process as we go along. So for now, thank you. So when you are planting this, you're putting this cocoa peat in your nursery, one of the things to look out for is that make sure that it's moist but not too moist. So I'm going to give you an example now. Now you can see that water is dripping out. Now this is too moist, right? You don't want it to be this moist. You want it to be moist enough to put your seeds in there, but water should not be gushing out of it when you press it. But you know, we are still putting some more cocoa peat in there, so we get the moisture level we're comfortable with, and then we'll start moving it into our seed trays. So you can see that some more cocoa peat is being crushed and put in this bucket. Now, if you look down here, we have so many other trays that we're going to use. So we're going to use a lot of cocoa peat. That's why you see more is still being crushed, right? But for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to do one demonstration for you to just see and get an idea on how this is done. And then we'll move on. So another tip I'm about to show you is on how you make your holes for the cocoa peat, right? I'm going to show you a tip on how you make your holes for the cocoa peat. Don't worry, I'm still going to put some more cocoa peat in here, but for now this is enough for what I want to do. So now here you see this is a pen. Now we need to make some holes for where our seeds are going to go in, right? Where we're going to place our seeds. So all you need to do, not jab all the way in, just a little, just create holes. Can you see that? So this is where our holes are going to go. Don't push too hard that you go all the way to the the bottom of the seed tray, but you just, and this is kind of therapeutic too, right? You just create those holes, and these holes are going to serve as the points where these are improved seeds are going to go, right? So as you can see, you can pick up the pace so that you go faster. It just depends on your comfort level. Now what's going to happen is after we put in this our seeds, we will, where we feel like there isn't enough cocoa peat, we'll just make some additions and we are good to go. So now we have finished making all the holes in our cocoa peat, right? So now we are going to introduce our onions, right? You can just take a look so that you see the variety of the onions. Can you see that? It's got like this black color to it. Now, just a quick tip, because these are improved seeds, right? These are hybrid seeds, and they are, you know, they have been worked on. They are very resistant to so many diseases. They are tolerant. So the point I'm trying to drive at here is, normally some people will put 2 seeds per hole, right? But for us, there's no need for that because their germination rate is already very high. Their germination rate is, I think, almost at 90 something percent. Yeah, 80% germination rate, right? So, you know, there is really no reason for you to put 2 seeds per hole. So we're gonna go ahead and start putting our seeds in there. So all those holes I was making earlier with all those holes I was making earlier with the biro, we are now dropping this these seeds in there, right? So you notice in there that we've put all our seeds into the holes that we made. So what's going to happen now is that we're going to cover all of these seeds with some more cocoa peat. So that's why I didn't make the cocoa peat to be very thick earlier, the layer to be thick earlier. It was because I knew I was still going to, you know, cover it some more after putting all my seeds, right? Which is what we are currently doing right now. So I still have some seeds in my hands, and that's why you notice this hand is covered. I will probably need to find a little space to so we're just going to cover this up and voila, we have seeded 200 holes with our onions. Now, what is going to happen next? We're going to keep this in a dark shaded area, and you'll notice that in a few days, probably a week or less, you'll notice germination will start. So what does that mean? You will notice that the plants will start sprouting. So once they start sprouting, you will need to give it some light, probably some. I'm going to show you all of that process in subsequent videos, so don't worry about that. But for now, 200 down and about 1,800 to go, because for today we want to seed 2,000 of these trays, right? 2,000 trays. So it's a lot of onions to be working on. And yeah, so now we have succeeded in seeding 2,400 onions. So if you notice, we have 12 trays here, and each tray is a 200 hole capacity tray. So that means we have 2,400 onions seeded here. So what's going to happen now is we're going to take this into a shaded, ventilated location, right? So after a few days, 5 days, 6, 7 days, it will begin to germinate, right? So once you notice sprouting, you will turn on your grow lights. We'll turn on the grow lights, and then the onions will start growing, right? Now, a few things to remember is that to start with, it will be the shade. After a while, we'll start taking it out into the sun for a few hours, and then we'll take it back into the shade. There are just a host of things that we'll be doing, and this will all be updated to you in subsequent videos when we do them. But yeah, for now, this is what's happening. We are going to be watering them twice a day, mornings and evenings. Oh, by the way, this has been watered, right? After we put in the seeds, we closed it, we watered it, and this is what you see now, and then we're going to take it to our location. So thank you for watching. In the next video, we're going to do for tomatoes, for peppers, and all these other ones. So for now, thank you, and we hope to see you again soon.